Bros Productions is proud to present Kansas City Jets High School Travel Hockey. Kansas City Jets Hockey is brought to you by Bickelmeyer Meats, the Bortnick Law Firm, Edward Jones Investments, Goodwin Homeworks, Jeremy Franklin Automotive, the Kansas City Ice Center, Kansas Financial Resources, KC Ice, the Kohler Bortnick Team, Care, the Midwest High School Hockey League, and Beck Bros Productions. Now, Kansas City Jets Hockey.
Well, good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome out to the Mason City Arena here in Mason City, Iowa. Joel Becker along with Gary Scabona. Kansas City Jets Hockey on the air for another season as the Jets will be taking on the Mason City Mohawks JV action to start things off here. And we should have a lot of fun. I told the coach, Coach Emmons, that he's probably the only person who feels right at it feels like Manitoba up here. I didn't think that we were going to have snow in the first week of the season.
He went to Winnipeg last week. I mean, up to you had back home last week, and he got like 60-degree day. He goes, thank God I didn't because we were off last week, and he went up to see his mom. So
you have been around for this team for the entire preseason and whatnot. How are we looking as a team this year?
We're young, very young in the varsity. JV's looked really good in preseason. They're starting to mesh. Two young freshman goalie and a junior sophomore goalie, two new goalies in the JV division. So with in this league, it all comes down to that goaltending a lot of times. The varsity division, we're young. We lost 5 kids to either AAA or NA, and we did get 2 back, AAA players, Goodwin and Zimlich. So I don't know. We'll see. Only 6 seniors this year, so it's going to be interesting. This is going to be telling weekend. They both did well in preseason. Lost a couple games we shouldn't have lost it. Maybe won a couple games. Maybe we were outplayed. But that's what preseason's all about.
So we'll see how things go. We thank you for joining us on our new host on YouTube Live.
Yeah, here we go. YouTube.
Here. Hopefully it'll make it at least easier for people to find anyway.
Yeah, I put the link on the X account. I can't call it Twitter no more. It's called X.
There you go. You X'd it out, for whatever that means.
So we'll see. Yeah.
And we are underway here in the first period of play. The Jets and Mason City Mohawks. Jets in the road blues, moving from the left to the right here in this first period of play. And it looks like the Dane Kaufman line out to start things off. Dane playing center. And out there with Krugel and looks like Shaden Brenneman.
Yeah, Shaden Brenneman. Yep, there's a great opportunity there by Kaufman and missed it. So,
back the other direction, and Tanner Relo with it.
Nice
and
shot.
His shot goes wide. It looks like Jake Bradshaw getting the start for the
Jake Bradshaw coming up from Bantams last year.
For the Jets.
He's our sophomore goalie.
Maybe our music person can help me out with who the goalie on the other side is because he doesn't have a number on.
It's Alec.
So that's Alec Dudley.
Yep.
Okay.
So there you go. That's good to know.
Yeah.
In
Mason
jersey.
City didn't get all their uniforms in, so they elected to go with just their practice jerseys.
Yeah, looks like it.
At least for the JV. I think the varsity, they're okay. These are just the new kids didn't come in.
Hopefully everybody's got the right number on. In the
No,
meantime,
varsity's going to be in practice jerseys too, I was just told. So they must have a couple.
right in front of the shot, and they score!
That was
an early goal for the Jets.
Who was that? That was
well, we should hopefully be able to tell you.
It's Cal Smith, who forgot his jersey. He's wearing number 50. He's normally 37.
So, yeah, he's wearing 50.
Yeah, he's wearing a donkey jersey.
So there it is in front. He had a whack at it. It comes back out in front, and he got it underneath the pad of Dudley.
So last year we did not use the jersey one time, Joel. This year.
And what time was that?
First game, not the whole season. I said, "Where's your jersey?" So I took it out and washed it and forgot to put it back. I said, "Well, there's your first problem. You washed it, which he should."
Well, I was going to say,
I'm sure his mom.
Not anymore. He's got a goal, so he won't be washing it now.
He might want to wear 50 forever.
Yeah, won't have that.
Well, I'm going to tell his mom, make sure you wash 50 before you give it back.
So an early lead for the Jets, less than 2 minutes into the game. And we'll see how things go. The Mohawks from Peterson. His shot goes wide past Bradshaw off the end boards, and the Jets able to clear it out to center ice. We are just underway. Hahn with the shot.
Oh,
he scores.
That was Elam. That's Derek Elam. That's That's Eric Backley.
Oh yes, Derek Elam.
You got the wrong street in front of you.
No, it was the Mohawks guy that I actually.
Yeah, that's Eric Backley's cousin.
Oh wow,
he's wearing his number.
I was wondering about that.
Yeah.
We'll take a look here.
Yeah.
As he comes in, and just a quick wrist shot.
Right. Nice
shot
by Derek. Yeah.
Got it right past him, and
very good.
2:01 into this first period, and the Jets have a 2-0 lead. I noticed that earlier driving in, that the early games, and I haven't checked in about maybe a half an hour or so.
I just checked a minute ago.
But the early games, everybody was blowing out everybody else.
And that's how it's been so far.
For some reason, I mean, when I say that, I mean like 8-1, 9-0. I mean, they were all just huge blowouts.
Yeah, the JV games are doing it the same way.
Backhand shot and a save that time.
I didn't look
by
at
Dudley,
and I can't look at live point streak. So parents, don't get mad at me if your kid doesn't get an assist or a goal because I can't look at it. It's not working. So whatever the referee calls and whatever they say, that's what it's going to be. Just want to let you know right now up front.
That shot was Hunter Pipe on the backhand,
and it might be the whole. It's probably gonna be the whole year like that. We don't have a steady penalty box person like we did last year, who I could text and he would put on his charm.
There's a shot right on, and the first save of the game by Bradshaw, as he got the stick on that one. Couldn't clear it though. The Jets, puck loose, and now they'll get it out to center ice. Back for it. Beaver.
Yeah. So I don't know if you noticed that, Joe, but the live scoring is not working for some reason. Didn't work in preseason. It's not working. No, the live scoring for point streak.
Yeah, they were having a glitch with that.
Yeah, they still got it. So the only thing you can do is you won't see the score until the final.
Wow.
There was one close game. Dubuque beat Lincoln 1-0 in the JV division.
That must have happened after.
It was
from behind.
It just finished a little while ago. Otherwise, Cedar Rapids beat Lincoln 8-1 in the JV. Sioux City beat Quad Cities 8-0 in the JV. Ames beat Cedar Rapids 9-0 in varsity. Sioux City beat Quad Cities 6-3 in varsity. Oakley's beat Fremont 8-2 in varsity. So pretty much.
All blowouts.
Pretty much blowouts. Quads in the JV division at least.
Yeah.
So.
Well, those were the early games.
Right. There's been one varsity game so far.
Is anybody still playing JV first? I'm sorry, varsity first.
Ames is, and I think Fremont might be too. But let me look. No, I think it might just be Ames.
Okay.
I think. Well, let's see.
We've played 4 minutes here.
Sioux City didn't. So
2-0 Jets on a couple of early goals as they backhanded in. I'll probably need some help with some of the names of the players that I'm not used to, as this one's going to be an icing against the Mohawks.
For our team, you mean?
Yeah. So so for example, is this Pointelin?
Yeah, I think that's right.
Yeah, I should have known better than to ask you.
Me. I call him Dylan.
You get everything wrong.
I just call him Dylan. I've never really asked him how to pronounce his last name. His father's probably going to shoot me.
I was just going to say, and half the time when I do ask you, you end up giving it to me wrong.
Hey, listen. Just because we had that one kid's wrong for 4 years doesn't mean don't blame me for that one.
No, I won't blame you for that one, but that's not an isolated incident, unfortunately.
How about Toyd? How long it took us to get that one right?
Redmond will play it off the sideboards, but right to the line, and it's picked off by the Mohawks, and Cooper Scott trying to work in.
Yeah.
Scott back in the net, centers one, and a good stick that time by Bradshaw to keep that from coming in front.
Redmond is a nice freshman defenseman. His brother played for us a couple years ago.
And this is Chase Redmond again with the puck, and he'll play it off the sideboards and down. Back for it is
Scott.
They're gonna
wave that one off.
No icing as it goes back of the net. He's taken to the boards by Shaden Brennanman. Comes out to center ice. Redmond, a long shot, goes high off the glass, back of the net. Taken there by Lloyd for the Mohawks. Got centered in front, but kind of handcuffed Brennanman.
Yeah, got a little tight on him.
Boy, that one, Lloyd hit it out of midair, but almost knocked it off his own toward his own net.
Right.
Puck ends up in the corner underneath a Jets player, Kaufman, and they blow the whistle. There's a penalty coming up, a roughing call, I believe, on the Mohawks.
Yeah, it looks that way.
And so the Jets will end up on the power play here. 9:42 to go, first period.
That's number 15.
So that would be Cooper Scott,
Yep.
who will head for the first penalty of the season. First power play for the Jets. How'd they do in the preseason on the power play at JV?
Okay, not great. Not great.
So we'll see how they do here as Blum with the puck. Blum will send it across.
Varsity definitely did not have very much success in the power play, but I think
it's a work in progress.
Emmers changed it around a little bit. So.
Krugel sends it down low. Now Kaufman trying to center when he had Lee in front. Fanned as he went to center it. He'll come to the near corner. Now across, and that eludes Krugel, but Blum over there was able to knock it down, but then it bounces out to center ice. Jets will reset. Half a minute gone by in the power play.
So we got a couple changes, Joe, in varsity this year in defense, just to let you know. Daniel Nachev has moved to defense.
Yep.
He's going to play varsity today. He's going to kind of go. He's going to be one of these little swing players, some varsity, some JV. Same with Bloom and Hayden Caldwell to somebody.
There was a while there that he was playing forward on one team and defense on the other.
He only did it one weekend.
Yeah.
So and then
that experiment failed apparently.
Well, no, we just moved him back to D. That's right.
Yeah, because
we got enough forwards.
Because if you remember, I mean, we did that with Maddox for a while, and so on and so forth. It's not like that's unheard of.
Yeah, and then Briscoe too. He's gone back to defense. Both of them done a great job. So
Krugel with the puck, still another 50 seconds.
Lee right there,
play
Brody
in front.
Lee. Oh, okay, good play.
I'm not sure if Dudley got a piece of that or not, but in the meantime, Jets still have.
That's a bad pass right there.
Yeah, that was picked off, and Caldwell will have to retreat back. Now Lee dumps it in. Still half a minute to go in the power play.
I don't know why. The whole year, and it's going to be another year. Kaufman and Krugel, they don't even look alike. For some reason, I get those two mixed up. I don't know why.
Okay. Buck sent the length of the ice by
Krugel's
the
48 and Kaufman's 42. Maybe one should have been 48.
You'll figure it out one of these days.
48 and one should have been 8. I don't know, so I don't get them mixed up.
I'm not sure that's
not going to help either.
I was going to say, I'm not sure that's how they pick their numbers
either. No, it's not.
So, Brennan Minden shot. That went wide, and it goes back all the way down into the Jets' end. That'll do it for the first power play. The Jets 0 for 1 on the season.
Yep.
On power plays, and Bo sends the puck around near side. That was picked off, but he gets it back. He'll play it ahead, and Kaufman out to center ice. Ooh, a Mohawk player had fallen down, the defenseman, but luckily the forward over there stayed with his man and kept that from being an odd man rush. Puck sent the length of the ice. This will be icing on the Jets. 7:16 to go here in the first period. Very nice arena, this Mason City.
Beautiful arena.
Multi-purpose arena. And do they still have shops open inside the mall?
I think so.
Yeah. We didn't go through.
No more.
Nothing?
They all gone? Not many?
I was thinking, you remember the last time we were here when we went to the sports bar? And,
no, that was not the last time, but it was the first time the Chiefs went to the Super Bowl.
So that was 4 years ago.
Yeah.
That was for the
AFC Championship game, right. That was the first year they went to the Super Bowl, so whenever that was 4 years.
Yeah, 4 years ago.
20, whatever it was, yeah. We went to the sports bar, watched the game, then we had to go back to Des Moines to play play these guys there because they couldn't get ice on that Monday. It was
and we did
holiday weekend.
We did it in that we're going to get coincidental minors here.
Right, 15 looks like he's going in again.
Cooper Scott again, and then for the Jets.
That's Arnold.
It'll be Landon Arnold.
Yeah.
And so they'll each get a 2-minute vacation.
And then a couple years ago, Joe, we came in the blizzard.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
From Des Moines.
The back and forth.
Yeah.
Which, we got a repeat.
That was the same weekend.
We got a repeat of
Friday
today.
night. We played Friday night in the morning against Capitals.
Did you actually?
Saturday here.
I remember.
Or Sunday here, and then we went back. Yeah.
Did you? Didn't we go back and end up playing Cedar Rapids?
No, we went back and played them, Mason City.
Wasn't there a year though that we went from Mason City to back to Des Moines to play Cedar Rapids?
No, back to play Mason City. Yeah, it was the same weekend.
There was a year we played Cedar Rapids in Des Moines.
We couldn't. They couldn't get us. They couldn't get us in the. We played Capitals Saturday afternoon. Came here Sunday morning, played Mason City. They couldn't get ice, so we had to go back to the Capitals. Yeah, because it was a makeup or something. I can't remember.
Yeah.
Now, but.
So anyway.
Yeah, we've done that. So.
Neutral ice face-off. Jets on top 2-0. 6:43 to go here in the first period.
Hunter Pike, 247, has played a lot of forward when he was younger, but he's played defense too, so he's back to playing defense this year. So
Lemke works in, kind of overskated the puck, took an elbow, and I think there's going to be a penalty coming up on Relo. And the shot, save.
Yeah, great save.
By Dudley, goes into the corner. They
still
haven't touched the puck up yet.
Just got his pad out there.
And now finally they touch up. That was Bieber who got a stick on it, and Relo is going to go to the box for, I'm guessing, an elbow. But we shall see. 6:13 to go, so the Jets are going to get another opportunity on the power play. And he is calling the elbow.
Called an elbow.
On Tanner Relo. So the Jets 0 for 1 will get another shot at it here, and they win the faceoff, and Bloom with it at the point. Boy, he almost had it picked off, but managed to keep it in. Now from the dot, a shot right on, and the save by Dudley, and he hangs on. Hit him right in the breadbasket on the shot from Lee. And 11 seconds
that
gone
Leo
by.
made that shot, or Kaufman? Or Krugel, I mean. Was Lee?
I thought it was Lee, but
who knows?
Anyway.
It was one of them.
11 seconds gone by, and the power play comes back to the point.
Step up and get that puck.
Well, they kind of misread each other.
Yep.
Puck in the corner, Kaufman.
Oh, right there.
Shot right on. Saved by Dudley.
Great
and
save.
The rebound sent the length of the ice.
Great save by Dudley.
And looks like Boulin, after for it shorthanded, he takes a hit. Nope. And the Jets will head out the other way. Bloom, a long rink-wide pass, and a possibility for an odd-man rush in on goal. A backhand shot, and a save. Again. As a good chance by, looks like that was Tristan Pryor. And I believe that Dudley got an arm or something on it.
Dudley's come up big in the last 2 power play opportunities for the Jets.
Gave up a couple of goals early, but has come up big recently. Now here's Pryor again. Plays it in front.
Lee had
He went the other direction, but he ended up putting it wide by about, I don't know, maybe a foot.
A little high, too, I thought.
Krugel with the puck in the corner. He'll play it back out to the point.
He's going for the knuckle puck to drop in there, Joe.
Now top of the circle, Krugel again. Down low, a shot. Rebound was right in front, but Pryor couldn't get a stick on it. And the Mohawks able to clear it. 40 seconds to go in this power play. Jets on top 2-0, under 5 to go in the first period. Mohawks ring it around far side. Jets kept it in for a minute, but the Mohawks pick it up, and they'll dump it into the Jets' end. That actually went off of Bloom, and he clears it out. Now with numbers back the other way, and trying to work in Brennanman. He'll put it in front, and Kaufman had it but lost it. He overskated and never did get a shot on goal. So 10 seconds left to go in the power play. Puck in the Mohawk end. It was knocked down by Brennanman, but then the Mohawks able to clear it, and that'll do it for the penalty.
0 for 2, Joe.
Redmond goes back for it, sends it across for his defensive partner. They play it into the zone off a skate, but it was cleared right back out, and Relo out of the box. He'll work in. Tanner Relo centers one, but that went off of a stick and off the side of the goal, and Redmond, who was the one who knocked it down, got it out to center ice. Mohawks take over. Under 4 minutes to go in the period. It's played by Amon all the way in. That play broken up.
Yeah, Malcolm Amon.
And now it comes back to the Jets line, and it's played by Amon again.
One of the new 16 new kids we have this year.
And now taken by Emmy Molstad. She'll dump it in. Comes up the near side board. Trying to work ahead with it was Wood. He had it taken away. Comes loose in front. And a good job. Nice little backhand pass there by Pointelin. And it comes back the other direction.
Oh, nice defensive play.
Kaufman had his pocket picked, but it comes to Pointelin again. His shot, that hit a leg. Never got through. 3:05 to go. Back the other direction. This is Byer. Avery Byer. A weak shot on goal. Sticked aside pretty easily by Bradshaw. And now back the other way. Here's Wood with the puck.
They didn't even give him a shot. Tough scorer in there.
Comes front. Lemke couldn't get a shot on.
They came up. They just gave it to him.
Okay. Shots are 9-3 for the Jets.
My eyes are quicker looking than their fingers are pressing the button.
Yeah, you got to give them time.
Yeah, exactly.
2.5 minutes to go in this first period. Pipe with the puck. That hit a leg, but it went right to a Jets player, Lemke, and he'll dump it in. Back for it is Bieber. He'll ring it around far side, but it was not kept in the zone by the Jets, at least for the moment. And then Lloyd took it and sends it down into the Jets' end. After for to call is Barrigan, and that was steered aside, and Elam was able to send it out, or is it Ilum? I'm guessing with 2 L's, it's probably Ilum.
Ilum, I think so, yeah.
And now with 2 minutes left to go, Lemke will backhand it in. He's got Molstad all over him. Now the puck comes loose. It's taken by the Jets and Riggs. Riggs played it in front, and that was intercepted and sent the length of the ice by Relo. And an icing called against the Mohawks with 1:40 left to go in this first period of play. 2-0 Kansas City. Thanks for joining us on the Jets Hockey Network.
JHN, baby. JHN. We're back again.
Back for another year.
Yeah.
I don't know how many years this is. 16, 17?
This is, it's. I think it's only like remember the first couple of years we only did the tournament.
Yeah.
So,
yeah, but that's still something.
Oh, this is our.
The net came off.
This
and
is
they
our
blew it
16th
something like
season.
that. Yeah,
16th season, I say.
I've been doing Lee Summit West for 18
How'd
years
they do?
now. They had a bye this, so they
got a bye.
So they're playing Rockhurst next Friday.
How did Oak Park? Did they win? Do you know?
I did not. I didn't notice.
I didn't check. I was wondering.
Staley was losing.
Who are they playing against?
I don't remember, but I did notice they were losing.
Maybe it's an intermission. I'll take a peek.
I was busy because I was doing the Lawrence game. Lawrence was playing Dodge City.
Oh, how'd they do, Lawrence?
Actually, they won. It was a really exciting game, as it turned out. It was a defensive struggle. Puck came right in front, and another good job by Bradshaw to stick that away. He's been good with his stick so far in this game. Now
was it exciting as that baseball game last night?
Well, it depends on how exciting you think baseball games are.
Well,
I think it is.
That was a pretty good.
That
was a pretty good. That was
but
a good
not
game.
everybody does.
2 runs in the bottom of the 9th and one homer in the 11th. No, I thought that was.
It was kind of like that. They had it was a defensive struggle, and they scored a touchdown. Did Dodge City right with about 2 minutes left to go to take a 4-point lead, and the Chesty Lions ran the ensuing kickoff back for a touchdown to retake the lead, and then eventually ran out the clock. Half a minute to go in this period. Puck played off the boards and down the ice there by Pipe, but that's going to go the length of the ice and an icing call. So probably not the smartest thing that they wanted to do. By the way, we will have a chance to talk to the coach between that'll be prior to our our varsity game, which follows this one. These same two teams go at it early tomorrow. Dark, cold, and early tomorrow morning, 8:30 and 10:30. Off the face-off, Caldwell will send it around. Jets come out to center ice. Left wing Pryor. He'll work in. 10 seconds left to go. They go into the corner. It's cleared back out toward the line. That's probably going to about do it. 5 seconds left as they have the puck trapped along the boards. 2 seconds, and the buzzer sounds to end this first period of play. And the Jets with the only goals.
That's how you say his last name?
It's Pointlin. I think, did I say
you were saying it that way.
I think I was saying it pretty close
to that. I think
to
you were
that.
saying it was pretty close to
I think
that.
I said Pointlin.
Yeah.
So Pointlin will.
It's not the Pointlin. It's Pointlin.
So good enough.
Thank you,
All
Brian.
Right.
His dad just texted me.
Good to know.
With the correct spelling. It's always good.
All right, so
2-0
our score after 1 period of play. We'll be back with the second period right after this on Kansas City Jets Hockey on the Jets Hockey Network.
It was a chance for a new beginning and a better laugh for a wagon train of hopefuls leaving the war-torn South to relocate in Kansas. Unfortunately, new enemies and old habits die hard, and the truth can come to mean very little. Outmanned and outgunned, Reuben, Marion, and Homer put their lives on the line as they saddle up and fight for what is right on the Glory Trail.
Glory Trail, part of the Trail series by David R. Lewis. Available as an ebook at Amazon.com, Smashwords, and iTunes, and as an e-audiobook at Amazon and Audible.com.
Welcome back to the Mason City Arena. Joel Becker and Gary Scabona, Kansas City Jets hockey. The Jets on top of the Mohawks 2-0 after 1 period of play. Couple of goals early on for the Jets. And
some great scoring opportunities during the power play. I'll shoot him 10-3, but the goaltender has done a great job.
So Jake Bradshaw stopped all 3 shots he has faced. The Jets with 10 shots in that first period, 2 of them getting past Alec Dudley. Teams obviously switched sides for this second period. And so we are underway. Pryor off the faceoff, let it go for Caldwell in the zone. He's being hampered by Relo back of the net. And they come together, a little bit of a late hit. But the refs let it go, and now back the other direction. Trying to work in. Puck in front, boom. And another save by Dudley on that point-blank shot. Yeah. He's been tough down low.
He's gotten tough lately. Bloom actually got a little tight. He had no choice but to try to jam it by him, and it didn't go, but it was a good try.
Sends it across to Caldwell, who's playing on his offside on defense, the left-handed shot playing right defense, at least at the moment. And the Mohawks send it the length of the ice, an early icing 44 seconds into the second period. So, remind me once again, who's wearing the donkey jersey?
Cal Smith, number 37.
So he's got the one of the 2 goals, and it had the start in the period. We get the Kaufman line out there between Krugel and Brennanman. And the Mohawks got the draw. It eventually comes out to center ice. Back in his own zone. Redmond goes for a skate. He tried to play it ahead. That was broken up, but Brennanman got it out to center ice. He's lost a stick. In the meantime, puck sent toward the goal.
Oh, and Jake.
That somehow eluded Jake Bradshaw.
He went to a stick, and it got snuck underneath his 5-hole.
Yeah, he went to go swipe at it to play it out of the way.
Right.
But let's take a look here. As the Jets had the puck, and they were able to clear it out to center ice, but they dumped it right back in and just tossed it toward the net there. Did Lamar Barrigan. Could be Barrigan, it's 2 R's though. And as you look, he swipes at it with his stick right there and didn't have both of his pads down.
Right.
And so it's eluded, went right 5-hole. And so the Mohawks on the board, it is 2-1 early on here in the second period. So a whole period of shutout hockey for the Jets, and then a soft goal to start the second period as the first goal of the season given up.
Oh, we just came right back underneath the 5-0.
So let's take a look as the Jets very quickly get this goal back. So Jets keep it in at the point, and eventually Kaufman walks in front, and then the shot, and somehow or another that eluded. That was a heck of a shot. He was being tripped at the time. Look at this. He's actually being tripped, falling down, and somehow got the shot off, and just again went right 5-hole as well on Alec Dudley. And the Jets retake the 2-goal lead. It's 3-1. So
Arnold's chest strap's broken. Now it's back on again.
So what about they do know they're allowed to score after 3 minutes goes by in a period.
Right. Who got that last goal? I missed
that would have been Kaufman.
Kaufman got it? Okay.
Yeah.
Like I said, I can't check live scoring, so
it's okay.
We got it up here.
So, yeah, it was a heck of a goal as it turned out. Neutralized face-off. Bullen was able to get it in off the draw, but the Jets come back out to center ice. It's played by Arnold off the sideboards and into the zone, but knocked right back out. Ilum dumps it back in. Back for it, Lloyd. Across, kept in at the point, long shot, and that juicy rebound came right out in front off the shot from the point there by Pipe. Nobody there for the Jets, though, and it's taken all the way around by the Mohawks. Now comes up the far boards and played off the sideboards and down. He'll catch up with it, trying to work in. That was Riggs with the puck. He wasn't able to get it in front. Now get it back in the corner. Lloyd all over him, comes back out, and then that time Pipe missed it as it was taken away from him as he went to shoot, I should say.
Yeah. Pipe went for the big windup and kind of swung and missed. Yeah.
Well, it was poked away.
Well, he gave the guy time to get underneath the stick. Yeah.
And so that was a good play by Bullen, and he was able to come back the other way. His shot really never got through. Riggs with it. in the corner. He had it taken away. It's rung around near side, and it'll come out to center ice, and Ilham there. He sends it across for Bloom. Not sure who that pass was to. Nobody in particular. They do wave off icing, and back for it is the Mohawks' number 15, Cooper Scott.
Oh.
He was checked as he got to the line. Jets keep it in, and Wood tried to center it. That hit a skate. Wood taken to the boards, comes down low, and hops over the stick of Woodworth. And the Mohawks send it down in. Relo will chase after for this one. Does a good job of getting to it first, but Caldwell blocked the centering pass. I'm not sure exactly if he was trying to go for a bank off the goaltender there because he didn't really have any help in front. Bloom plays it ahead. Takes a pretty big hit by Relo as the puck comes loose, sent to the side of the net, comes loose in front, a shot, and that shot by Pointland was stopped at the defense and never got through. Caldwell sends it down low. Now in the corner, Carney for the Mohawks trying to play it ahead. He'll get it out to center. We get a whistle, and I believe we're going to get an interference call. Let's see on who. There is a Mohawk player who doesn't have a stick.
Oh,
Is
that Scott again? That's going to give you his third
Scott.
Penalty.
Yeah, you only get 4.
Right.
in
That's
these
number
games.
3.
And so Scott for the third time will head in. One of them was a coincidental, but they still count the same. So 11:09 to go here in the second period. The Jets will go on the power play for the third time. They're 0 for 2 so far. They move Brody Lee in the middle here for this one. Out there with Krugel and now Pryor. Bloom from the point. Is able to get it to Krugel. Krugel walks down low. He'll send it to Pryor. He comes out to the far side. Circles around near the corner, now near the top of the circle. Down low for Krugel. He tried to get it back to the point. That was picked off. And then a good job by Caldwell to keep it in. On the second effort, though, the Mohawks send it down the ice. Half a minute gone by on the power play already. 10:40 to go, second period. Jets on top by 2, 3-1. Out to center ice, poked ahead by Caldwell. He lost it, but Krugel carries on. Now to Caldwell again. He'll work in. Aiden Caldwell. Down below the goal line with it from the point area. Nobody's covered up from him there. Sent it down low for Pryor. He was taken down, but Lee takes over. Brody will walk ahead. Now sends it again down low for Pryor. Back out to Lee. Lee from the hash marks. A shot rebound. It's still loose. And the puck goes behind the net. Couple of pretty good efforts there by the Jets. They couldn't get it past Dudley, though. Now back of the net is Lee again. Comes out to the near side. Centers one. And Pryor tried to get that one on goal. It looked like it was steered aside by Dudley. Jets still on the power play for another 40 seconds. Caldwell a long shot. And a save. Big juicy rebound. Pryor. He's being hampered behind the net pretty hard by Bieber. As the puck goes away, though, and the Jets, and they were unable to hang on to it, and the puck sent the length of the ice. Good effort there by the Mohawks to muscle that away. One more chance for a rush here for Kansas City.
I wonder if the chairman is listening today.
Don't know. From down in Florida?
No, I think he's in Kansas City right now.
Caldwell with it. I would imagine with Zach as an assistant coach, he will be more apt to be watching these days. I'm waiting for, I've got the Chiron ready to go for when Zach comes up here to do an interview at some point. Near side, Kaufman takes a hit, kept it in. Along the sideboards, Krugel, now Kaufman again. Teams are 5 aside, works through a down low, a shot, and Brenneman had a pretty good chance, and that was fought off by Dudley again. We're down under 9 minutes to go here in the second period. Jets on top 3-1. Caldwell back in his own zone. He'll play it off the glass and down. That goes past Relo. They say no icing. I don't know if they said that it hit him or if they thought he could play it. That would be a lot to ask of him to play a puck like that. Molstead after for this one. And she can't get to it before it crosses the end red line. And an icing call against the Mohawks. 8:16 to go second period. Well, if he is watching, you'll probably hear from him.
I'm sure I will.
Yeah. He may watch the varsity game.
He may.
You never know. He may be in mourning because Oklahoma lost.
Yeah. Let's not talk about that. You might really hear from him if you talked about that.
I
know Emmer texted him.
I was going to say, that's the only reason why I know about it was because Emmer brought it up in the coaches' conversation.
Oh, did he?
Yeah, offsides on this play. Yeah, so if you are watching, Mike, then you have an opportunity before the varsity game. You might want to watch the coaches' conversation.
KU beat Oklahoma in football?
You got to go back a ways, I would imagine. And I mean, especially.
What's the year?
97.
Okay.
So, 26 years.
That's a long time.
Yes, it is.
K-State's looking good now in the Big 12, 5-6-1, or they got one loss. KU's got, I think, one loss in the league too. They lost to Texas. I'm not sure who's KU's other loss. I can't remember. I know they lost to Texas.
Yeah. So working in now, a shot long way away from Redmond, but that was steered aside into the corner. Now back in the net, the Mohawks take over. Woodworth had it for a moment. He lost it. Puck comes right up the middle. It was taken away. Woodworth on his backhand plays it back to the point. Redmond a long shot. Blocker save.
Oh!
It's loose, and they score.
Riggs got it, man.
On about the third try.
Oh, my God. Riggs, what the heck was he doing on that one?
We'll have an opportunity to see it.
That was wide open, and he missed it. He just kept whacking at it, and finally it snuck by.
So we'll take a look. Redmond originally took it in and threw the long shot on goal. And eventually the puck goes to the corner, back of the net. They work it free, but eventually when they come up the middle, and you can see they come up the middle and it was poked away, and that's what kind of started this sequence. So a nice pack back to the point. The shot, but a big juicy rebound comes right out in front. You would have thought he would have buried this first one. He didn't, but then he missed the second try, and then from on the ice, his third try, he sweeps it in.
Crazy. Well, at least he didn't give up on the play, that's for sure.
So the Jets now with a 4-1 lead. So that was just, when things like that happen, I don't know, it must happen 100 times in a typical hockey game where, a team has a chance and there's just an unfortunate bounce and it doesn't go. That was the one where it was the total opposite. It just kept bouncing right to us.
Right to him, yeah.
And he was able to eventually put it in.
Yeah.
So good job there. Face-off coming up here for the Jets to the right of Alec Dudley, who in general has played pretty well despite having given up 4 goals.
Yeah, he's made some really good saves. Especially we've been on the power play.
So the Mohawks able to get it into the Jet zone, and now we got a whistle.
Jets are going to take a penalty here. It might be, it looks like it's going to be on, I don't know.
Tripping call.
Tripping is going to be on, it looks like.
Who's going to go over to the box?
Looks like Elam's going,
Maybe.
number 4, yeah.
Yeah. Yep. So I'm still going with Elam. I-L-L-U-M.
I think it's Elam too, yeah. I don't know. I'll ask.
If they follow the rules of English, it's Elam.
Well,
but that doesn't always work.
No, it doesn't always work.
Yes.
Exactly.
No, it certainly doesn't, Mr. Sabona.
No, mine is spelled right.
Well, I'm saying, but laws of English.
Right.
An I after a C is a soft C.
It's actually, Shibona is supposed to be, it's actually silent in Italy.
Well, I was going to say, that's Italian rules, not English rules.
Right, that's Italian rules, right.
So power play for the Mohawks, and Bloom able to ring it around far side and got it just out to center ice. Mohawks will go back for it.
He's watching. He's listening.
Well, good.
Easy on the OU jokes, boys.
Okay. Trying to work in.
Hey, Mike, my favorite team sucks in football. The Cuse. Syracuse, bad team.
Tigers were on a bye this week.
Yeah.
They're doing pretty well.
They are.
1 loss.
Syracuse was 4-0 one time. Now they lost 3 in a row.
And even the loss that they had to LSU was
they should have won. They should have won that game.
Yeah,
I agree. They should have won that game.
So, on the other hand, their next game is against the Bulldogs. So I don't know. The streak may end there.
Yeah, right.
Georgia's awfully good this year.
Yeah.
Jets send it the length of the ice. 45 seconds
I'm
to go
just
in the power
hoping
play.
Syracuse can stay within 30 points there next game.
Relo played it ahead. That hit Bloom. They go down, and it's dumped into the Jets' end. Back for it, Caldwell. He'll play it off the glass and down the ice. Bloom gloves it down. He'll gain the zone. Short-handed trying to work in. His shot, and that was blocked.
Penalty kill. All right, you got it back, though.
Blocked on a good play by Peterson. Now Scott with the puck. He got it out to center ice. Caldwell back for it near his own line. He'll whack it, and it went off of Booland, it looked like, down the ice. Under 5 minutes to go, second period. 5 seconds to go in the power play. That was blocked again by the Jets and Alex Woodworth. So Jets have killed off the penalty. They have outshot the Mohawks 17-4 in this game.
Right.
That play was offsides by about, 10 feet. And we get a whistle and a face-off. 4:32 to go in the second period. Again, varsity goes at it right after this game. Scheduled for an 8:30 start. I'd say there's a pretty good chance we'll be pretty close to that. And then it's 8:30 a.m. and 10:30 a.m. tomorrow.
Last ones to leave the ice in the league, and the first one's back on it, Joe.
Another offsides. This one on the Mohawks is unable to drag his foot going in, apparently. And like another neutral ice face-off. Yeah, I wasn't expecting that the first game of this year would be worse weather than the last game of last year.
No, really.
Up in Des Moines.
Yep. I think us just coming to Mason City is just not lucky.
Well, the whole idea was to do this early on so we wouldn't have to worry about bad weather.
Right.
On the other hand, it's, I guess, nice to know that global warming is over.
Yeah.
Certainly this weekend. Here's Pryor with the puck. On left wing trying to work in. He'll work all the way in the corner, back of the net. Centers one in front. He had a man, another good stick by a goaltender as Dudley this time was able to poke that away. So we switched.
Oh, goalie change?
The goalie.
They're both
wearing
got black jerseys.
Yeah, they're both wearing a black
help.
jersey.
Okay,
so it's
there you
Nathan
go. All
Foster.
right.
Okay. He goes by Nate. Okay.
When did he come in? After the fourth goal? Do you know?
Okay. So in the meantime, he did make the save. Now Pryor is shot that hit traffic in front. Lee, he played it back to Kaufman. Kaufman in the corner on his backhand. Centers one. Tristan couldn't get much on that shot. It was kept in on a good play by Amon. Now a shot goes toward the side of the net. That was tipped wide. Amon gets it again on the half boards. Near side. He has Emmy Molstad on him. Comes back out to the point. Shot by Kruger. That hit a leg, and it was his own teammate.
So what's the goalie's name again?
It's Nathan Foster. Goes by Nate. Number 71.
Okay. Ah, okay. All right. There you go.
So, I mean, he's not actually wearing number 71, but that's his.
Right.
That's his rostered number anyway. Jets with the puck in their own zone, having a hard time getting it out. Defenseman a little sloppy with it, but here's Krugel. He'll work ahead, in on right wing. He's 1-on-3, but it comes loose to Lee. Now back down low for Krugel. He lost it. Comes back out to the point, kept in, and Ilum sends it down low. Now
who's your goalie last year?
Played back toward him.
Graduate?
Oh, there's a interference call coming up this time against Hunter Pipe. And, I mean, he just plowed into Relo, who didn't have the puck at the time. So the Jets are going to be killing another penalty. So 2:19 to go, second period. Jets with a 3-goal lead at 4-1. And they will be shorthanded after Hunter Pipe goes off 2 minutes for interference. Jets getting their penalty killers out there. Mohawks win the draw. Relo, a shot goes wide. Comes back out toward the point. Kept in by Lloyd. Now goes back of the net. Relo gets it again. Over on the half boards, now in the corner. Relo back of the net. He tried to center it. And it looked like Peterson wasn't really looking for the centering pass. And the Jets able to take over and send it back into the Mohawk end. Hudson Carney there with it. He'll play it ahead. And once again, Cooper Scott up through the middle. Now it's carried on by Peterson. He tried to make a move around Caldwell. Did get it back of the net. Lost possession. Comes toward the side of the goal. Was sticked away by Bradshaw. And now Caldwell will play it up the boards, and the Jets do get it down the ice. Racing after for it is Brenneman. He gets there first shorthanded. He'll walk in front all alone.
Oh!
He never got the shot on goal.
He tried to go between his legs.
Yeah.
Good try.
He did do that.
Yeah.
He just never got the shot.
Never got control.
He lost control right as he went in front, and Foster able to cover up on it with $1:24 left to go in the second period. Shots still 18-5 for the Jets. They are still shorthanded for another minute. Take most of this period. Shorthanded shot goes right through the middle, but well wide of the goal. Kept in at the point by Amon. Now it comes loose in front, and a nice move in on goal. A shot
save
by Riggs, and Jackson. I think he missed the net on that one. It looked like he had it. Boulin will work in for the Mohawks. Now it's knocked away from him, but kept in at the point. Comes around to the near side after Fort Molstad. She'll send it back to the point. That shot well wide by Brady Bieber. Now it goes off the sideboards and out to center ice, and Bieber will go back for it, goes for a skate in his own end. Sends it across to an open left wing, but it's caught up to. And I believe this is Pierce trying to work in. In on goal, a backhand shot and a save by Bradshaw. And he will hang on with 13 seconds left to go in the power play. And excuse me, that was Avery Byer
and 32,
who made that nice shot.
32.6 in the period.
So, yeah, about 20 seconds separate the penalty and the period clock. Jets get the draw. It's rung around, though, to the far side, and they can't clear it. Comes back out to the point. Walking the line, sending it across. And the shot by Scott. Oh, loose in the crease. And a good job by the Jets defense.
Yeah, Chase got that out.
Yeah, cleared out of the way. Now another shot goes well wide by Scott, and the puck is played out to center ice. As you said, they're even. 5 seconds left to go. Shot right on a good opportunity by Lemke. And
before the period goes out.
Pointland, I believe.
Pointland, it was. Yep, from Lemke.
After Foster had made an initial pretty good save.
Right. That's a big goal right there, Joe.
Yeah. With 0.5 showing on the clock. The original shot there had gone wide, and it was taken by Wood, who got it out to center ice, and then it was stolen. And Lemke took the shot, got his own rebound, centered it, and then the shot there by Pointland to give the Jets the 5-1 lead, which is where we are as we will go to the locker room. The period is done. So they'll head out to resurface the ice. The Jets with a 5-1 lead over the Mason City Mohawks. We'll take a break, come back with some highlights and other stuff here in the second period intermission right after this on Kansas City Jets Hockey here on the Jets Hockey Network.
Woo-hoo! Jeremy Franklin here from Jeremy Franklin Automotive. This week, everyone's talking about my sale. Why? Down payments are just $2. Woo-hoo! Trade-ins, I'll pay up to $4,950 over appraised value, even if you owe too much. Woo-hoo! Why am I doing this? Because it's summer, I'm excited about life, and you should be too. Woo-hoo! Now let's all say it together. Woo-hoo! It's my most outrageous sale ever, but only for a limited time. Call today, come in today, whatever you do, don't delay, because today's the day. Woo-hoo! Is your credit PU? You'll scream woohoo when we approve you. My one and only for the people credit approval process is the real deal. Woo-hoo! So get a nicer, newer car for just $2 down. And bring in your old clunker and get up to $4,950 more than what it's worth. Woo-hoo! This month only for the first 71 customers. I'm Jeremy Franklin. Come see us at Jeremy Franklin Automotive, South Kansas City. Call 816-523-6900 or jeremyfranklin.com. jeremyfranklin.com, where you'll always be another satisfied customer.
Call 816-595-9000 for terms and conditions.
How you doing? Richie the Iceman Zamboni here for Kansas City Ice Center. You know, my mother always told me, Iceman, there are 3 things every kid should know. How to ride a bike, how to make mac and cheese and not interrupt my soap opera, and how to ice skate. Well, the Iceman can't help you with your culinary difficulties with your children, but Kansas City Ice Center can sure get you going with those ice skating lessons. Send your kids to Kansas City Ice Center, and they'll be skating like they grew up in Alaska in no time. Kansas City
City Ice Center on Johnson Drive between 435 and K7 is setting up group lessons now for kids of all ages. And when kids are skating, they ain't getting into no trouble. They're having a good time and they're making new friends. Kansas City Ice Center on Johnson Drive between 435 and K7 and online at kcicecenter.com. Put your kids on ice at Kansas City Ice Center. It's cool.
Buying or selling a home is one of the most important investments of your life. When it comes to choosing an agent, look for top performance and customer satisfaction. Combined with state-of-the-art resources and support provided by Reese Nichols, the Kohler-Bortnick team provides a one-stop shopping approach to real estate, customized and put to work for you. The Kohler-Bortnick team is absolutely committed to your satisfaction through superior marketing and constant communication. The Kohler-Bortnick team, honesty, exposure, results. It's what they stand for and what they deliver. Hey, if it's good enough for Jets assistant coach Radoslavilo to be part of the Kohler-Bortnick team, it's good enough for you. This Jets webcast is brought to you in part by Bicklemeyer Meats, the Bortnick Law Firm, Edward Jones Investments, Goodwin Homeworks, KC Ice, Kansas Financial Resources, and Three Peaks Lawn Care. Thanks to all the sponsors and supporters of Kansas City Jets hockey.
Welcome back to the Mason City Arena here in Mason City, Iowa. Joel Becker and Gary Scabona, Kansas City Jets hockey. Jets on top of the Mohawks. 5-1 is our score here in this second period intermission. And it's been a good first couple of periods for the Jets. Starting off the season here on the JV side of things. We'll take a look at some of the highlights from the first two periods. The Jets got on the board pretty early. It was a little over a minute in. And the puck going into the corner, the centering pass, and a couple of whacks at it. And wearing the donkey jersey because he forgot his jersey. Cale Smith gets the first goal of the season for the Jets. And then less than a minute later, it would be 2-0 as that shot just straight in. By Elam, and the Jets had the 2-0 lead. That is how the first period would end. After those two goals early on, the rest of the period was scoreless. The Jets had the better of the action. They have outshot the Mohawks for the game 20-7. I think they had outshot them about 10-3 or so in the first period, and then another 10 shots to about 4 in the second. And in the second period, the Jets would falter for their one and only time early on. As you can see, it's about a minute into the period, and puck from the point was just sent in by Lamar Barragan. And I apologize if it's Barragan, I don't know, but B-A-R-R, so I'm assuming it's Barragan. And that just eluded Jake Bradshaw. I'm sure he would like to have that back. We can take another look at it here and give you a better view as he just sort of throws it toward the net here. And you can see it. And if you watch his stick, he swipes at the stick right there at the last second, and that's what allowed it to go under his own stick. And he didn't quite have both pads down. It's just a little late. And he got in between his pads, and that made it 2-1. It would not take long for the Jets to get their 2-goal lead back. As you can see, this is about 30 seconds later. And a nice little play while falling down by Dane Kaufman as he was able to get it in past Dudley to give the Jets the 3-1 lead. Halfway through the period, they'd make it 4-1. The original shot there by Caldwell. It eventually comes behind the net. And a good job to work it free. Riggs over there, and eventually it was poked away as they went back toward the front. Back to the point, and the shot, and about the third try on the rebound as Redmond had the initial shot. And the Jets were able to get their fourth goal. And then late in the period, 18 seconds left to go, you can see the shot goes wide by Cooper Scott. It comes back the other direction. And it was poked away on a good play by Lemke. Takes the original shot, gets his own rebound, centers one, and Pointland, with about a second left, it took him about another half a second to stop the clock. And it is a 5-1 Jets advantage here in the second period. Well, with all of this stuff going on with the cold weather, as we are in the second period intermission, I thought that if I can find it, Inside the Ice would be a good story to start things off with. I don't know why I'm not seeing it in here, though. It should be up there, and for some reason it's not. I wonder if I accidentally deleted it from my little playlist, so I'll have to find it and put it back in. So let's see, where is Inside the Ice? There we go. Inside the Ice in Brown County. For some reason we're dumped out. But we'll go with Inside the Ice as David's little story. Back with the third period after this on Kansas City Jets hockey.
Welcome to Theater of the Mind. My name is David R. Lewis. I'm a writer of short stories and novels, including mystery and suspense, paranormal, and westerns. I also perform a number of my stories and novels as e-audiobooks. The logical extension of all that was to inflict myself upon the world through the magic of YouTube. I invite you to join me for videos of some of my audio work, my take on writing, heartland memories from my youth and childhood, as well as questions and answers. Let's jump in with a heartland memory. We'll go back in time a few decades and see what it was like to be inside the ice. In the part of the American heartland where I grew up, there was a wintertime saying, "Ain't nothing between here and the North Pole but one barbed wire fence, and it's down." It got cold, and it stayed cold. It was not the bone-numbing chill of North Dakota, but it was cold enough that many a complicated snow fort built in early December was still an effective battlement 2 months later. Christmas was always white and the lake ice thick enough to support tractors. Then, one wonderful January, the town's water tower froze. The big people said that it was an exceptionally cold winter. To my third-grade cronies and me, winter was winter. In those days before Thinsulate and Gore-Tex, little kids were cold all winter long. It was the price we gladly paid for snow. But that particular winter, the lake ice reached nearly 30 inches thick, and the town's water tower froze. It caused a big flap among the adults. Such an event had never happened before. Our small town had only one tower in the entire water system. And melting snow for drinking water is a slow job with little return. Everyone assumed the heater in the tank atop the 80-foot tower had given up the ghost. Something had to be done. A disaster like this should never have happened and must never happen again. But to us, the little kids, a fairy tale had grown from the snow in our tiny city park. When the water froze, a portion of the tank's top was displaced, and unfrozen water cascaded slowly down all sides of the tower, freezing to the legs and support columns as it went. An 80-foot stalagmite of crystal clear ice was formed, tapering upward from a 40-foot base to the tank high overhead, and we kids, squeezing through fissures, could get inside into a room-sized interior. Ice walls were a foot or two thick, refracting light as a prism does, blues, pinks, greens, sparkling with distortions, dazzling to view the sun through, amazing to watch the colors splash on friends' faces as we stood inside a frozen crystal. It was a wonderful experience, etheric, nearly profound in some ways. There was no kidhood horseplay there, no pushing, no shoving, no shouting. Wrapped in those crystal walls, such behavior was beyond us. Inside our frozen cathedral, we barely even spoke. Superman's fortress of solitude couldn't compare to what we had. We would slip quietly inside, sit on the snow, and just look at it. Every view was different. Each moment changed the angle of the sun, and the colors mutated and shifted with its passing, ever and never the same. Those of us that spent time there were changed during the hours we were inside. Everything was so simple, so calming, so lovely. I believe our kid egos were pushed aside by that experience, and many of us reached a state of near meditation. Anything that can keep a gang of 8 or 10-year-olds silent and still for hours at a time must reach something deep inside those children. On the second day of the event, before the city employees ran us off and destroyed all that beauty, the Methodist minister came walking by and asked if he could join us. We made room, and he sat in silence with our little group for a time. As he finally rose to leave, one of the girls asked him if this was what heaven looked like. His face was gentle and serious when he spoke to her. "My God, I hope so," he said. To this day, I believe his reply was totally honest. It is said that we need to come to the truth as a small child. And as children, we came to the tower. It may not have been a religious experience, but it certainly was spiritual. It wasn't heaven, but it was close enough for a group of small children sitting on the snow inside the ice. At least, that's how it seems to me. I'm David R. Lewis. Thanks for dropping by Theater of the Mind and letting me share a Heartland memory.
Welcome back out to the Mason City Arena. Joel Becker along with Gary Scabona here on Kansas City Jets hockey. Just about set to go for the third period of play. Jets and Mohawks, 5-1 Kansas City. After 2, we've got 15 more minutes of hockey, and then we turn around and play varsity. I did not think that I would be ready to play inside the ice in our first game of the season.
Yeah. Thank God this is a warm rink.
I was just going to say. It is. And the other thing is the window. You remember the first year when they put this thing up, they were concerned that this was going to be like the hermetically sealed press box because of the window. There wouldn't have been any way to close it if they had actually put the glass in there.
Right. Yeah, it's good.
They actually did that at Free State. We have to run whenever we do a game out there.
I know, I've seen that.
Whenever we do a game out there, we have to run a microphone out to the side just so that we don't sound like we're in a bathroom.
Oh, yeah. So,
hey,
Joe, we got a quick chance here. I just want to announce something we're going to be doing on November 25th, Saturday after Thanksgiving. We're going to have a fundraising teddy bear toss at the rink. It's going to be during the varsity game. When we score our first goal, they'll have a toss of the teddy bears. If we don't score, we're going to do it after the first period. So we're asking people to come support it. Bring your teddy bear. If not, we'll have teddy bears there to buy. It's going to be a charitable event that we're doing Children's Mercy and JVS. So it's a great event, and if you're listening to us and you're available on Saturday, the 25th, come on out and support that event.
All right. Well, and kudos out to the organizers.
Yeah, the Lowball family's doing that. Landon Lowball, number 34, is a forward on the varsity team. He's heading it up. So it's a great event, and we're looking forward to having one. I think we're going to have one of the Bantam teams or maybe a squirt team, maybe a Pee Wee team, I think, dressed up in their uniforms and will be ready to collect all the bears that were thrown on the ice. So.
All right. Well, there you go. It's our own version of Chuck-a-Puck with bears.
Chuck-a-Bear, yep. Towels.
Just underway here in this third period of play. Jets on top 5-1. And couple of opportunities on both sides, but nobody's really hit the net. And Pryor with the puck up ahead for Lee. Brody Lee on left wing will try and work in. On his backhand, curls around in the corner, comes out, sends it across to the point, and the long shot by Redmond. And he put that wide off the end boards. Goes back in the net again, and Bieber will ring it around near side. That was knocked down by Pryor. He took a hit in the corner. Now Bieber again. This time we'll try the far side. That was kept in as well. Comes loose in front. And it looks like the first goaltender's back in. Am I right about that?
No, that's the guy that just came in. No, the first goaltender's got white pads. The second one's got brown pads.
I thought he had black pads for some
No,
reason.
he's got black jersey, white pads. See him over there?
Yeah.
It's all white, 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 white.
Okay. Well, in the meantime, he will cover up on the puck, and so the new guy is Nate Foster.
Right.
And 2 minutes into this third period, we'll get a face-off to his left.
See, we have the same thing between Bradshaw and Krugel. They both have pretty much close to the same pads.
Yeah,
Varsity, not a different.
They're wearing numbers.
Varsity, we're okay. Well, in varsity, we're going to be okay because Moore has brand new shiny blue pads.
Okay.
Nice navy blue, dark blue.
Again, we
have
numbers. We have numbers.
Right, I know. I'm just
they
saying.
will. It's just
eventually when they're
sometimes first few games of the year.
Got to get those jerseys on order sometimes early.
Well, of course, if you remember during COVID, they were having all those problems with the supply
getting
chain
jerseys, yeah.
And that was that made it really hard.
You know what really helped us is Bob Jarvis that played against Sports. Give a little shout out to Bobby. He actually keeps a supply of Jets jerseys on hand.
As well, he should. You never know when a fan's going to come in. And
yep, you never know when you're going to need one. So he does a nice job keeping us stocked.
They should make one with the name Swift on the back of it. In Kansas City, it'll sell.
Yeah, it'll sell all right.
Yeah,
we don't even put our own names in the back. But
I know.
Put Swift
but if you put Swift on there,
yeah,
the Swifties would buy it.
Oh yeah, anything the Swifties want. Yeah,
make it number 87.
Oh man, all I know is that girl's making so much money this year.
I'm okay with us getting Jack Stack to cater anything you want too. By the way.
Oh, okay.
You heard that story?
No.
Oh, that last time they played, they all went back to Travis's new house.
Right.
And Jack Stack apparently catered their. Their
He's
dinner.
Is it his new house in Loch Lloyd near Mahomes?
Nobody really knows for sure.
Okay.
There's been some rumors that is true.
Right.
It's a gated community.
Yeah. Well, that's good chances Loch Lloyd.
Well, so. I was just gonna say I'm not saying one way or another. I may know where it is, but
we got we're gonna get a penalty here. They're both going in.
Yeah, and they're gonna wrestle, and let's hope that all they get are penalties. Now we got a third man in. I don't know if they're gonna call that.
Could be because that's Scott. If it's him, he's gonna be gone.
Well, and technically
he'll be gone 2 games.
Right. I was gonna say if they make the call, which I don't know if
but he was
a
third man in.
Yeah, but it doesn't matter.
They can call it a third man in.
If you are the first to intervene in an altercation, regardless of whether you're there as a peacemaker or not, they can call it.
Right.
I don't think they're
going to. No, I think they're just going to give them both coincidental roughings.
Yeah. But it doesn't actually. A lot of people have the misconception that has to be that they have to call fighting penalties in order to call that, but they actually don't. Anytime there is a penalty called, it is considered an altercation.
I don't know if you remember this, Joe. One year that Sam played, playing up at the Capitals, a little scummus broke out, and the kid from the penalty box, it was his cousin on the ice. He came out of the penalty box.
Yeah, which is also a penalty.
Right. He got a few penalties on that.
I was telling somebody.
That was that Brandon Ellington kid, unfortunately, who passed away at the Lake of the Ozarks a few years ago.
That is too bad.
Yeah.
I was telling somebody about Sammy's 22-minute penalty that I called on him.
Oh, God. Yeah.
When he was 12 or whatever.
Speaking of Sammy, I won't be for the first home games of the year.
Oh, yeah?
Nope. Sammy's getting married on November 11th. So I will miss the first weekend.
Wow.
And I will miss the second weekend on the road to 3 game. We'll talk about whether you want somebody to join you or not, because I am going to stay home and go to Logan Lepica's wedding.
Oh, wow.
Yep.
Everybody's getting married.
They get married a week ago. Oh, tipped in by.
What a great redirect.
That was tipped in by Pryor, I think.
And it is 6-1.
No, that's Lemke.
Yeah, let's take a look here.
Joe, they're both getting married at the same. Their reception is at the same location a week apart.
Let's take the look. There's the shot from the point, and look at this redirect right in front. Wow, not a nice job. bounces. It was like a
Lemke did that. So good.
Like a what do you call it? Lacrosse. You
Yeah.
know, when they bounce it in.
Yeah, yep.
That was what that looked like.
Lacrosse gold.
6-1.
The bouncer.
Well,
So,
well, congratulations to both.
Yeah, I'm gonna miss Joe. I'm really disappointed, but I am gonna miss that 3-day weekend.
Yeah, I'm sure you're disappointed.
I'm gonna miss. Oh, nice save.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna miss the Fremont Omaha weekend. So.
Okay. I'm actually going to Fremont this year, right?
Yeah, as soon as early in the year, you're going to Fremont. Yeah.
Okay. We'll see how it goes the first time.
Right. Yeah, exactly. Because we go back 3 weeks later or something like that.
I don't know anything about Fremont this year. If they,
I don't. See, that's the thing. Yeah. Remember, I think their setup wasn't that well, if we remember right.
Yeah, they have. Well, and they have their own crew too as
right.
well.
Yeah,
but
we'll
they
figure it
had
out.
a place for us to do it.
Yeah, we'll get you figured out.
Yeah.
So they play the Oak Leafs today, so we'll get an idea.
So
their JVs won 8-2.
Long shot by Pointland.
So we'll have to see.
That was blockered away.
What Oak Leafs JVs won 8-2, not Fremont's JVs.
Yeah. But if at least their varsity team is more competitive. Oh, big hit as the Mohawk player ended up in the Jets bench. That's Smith, and then Smith gives a shove as he's taking his time getting out.
Is that Scott's Cooper Scott?
Yeah, I'm sorry, Scott.
No, they're going to call a penalty?
No, it's an icing
they're
call.
Not going to call.
And no, I don't think they're going to call anything. And I don't think they should have. It was just a little shove, but big hit.
Who hit him? I missed it.
I didn't really see it either. I guess I can find the replay.
We're going to be able to do replay with the YouTube and everything, right? Again,
Yeah.
And I know Ames did last night. So.
Yeah. Let's see if we can see it. So
he's standing right.
That was after it.
Oh, okay.
So we'll go back and I'll still try and find it. So
Little offsides.
I don't know if this is before or after it. Let's see if we can tell.
Right there.
Yeah,
oh, it's
there it is.
Hip check by.
Is that?
Oh, it's Caldwell.
Caldwell, yeah.
Nice.
Aiden.
That was a good hit.
Yeah, I mean, it was a clean hit. It was just a hip check, and he just ended
up in
there.
I think Scott got a little poke check from Kruger, the goalie, too.
Well,
I
was just going to say.
He's giving a little loving to him.
Well, I was going to say, when you get checked into the other team's bench,
chances are you're going to get a little loving.
More than likely. That will happen. In the meantime, Jets on top 6-1 and trying to work in Amon on left wing. Oh, he ended up getting it all the way back of the net. Never did get good possession of it. Kept in by Redmond. He's taking to the boards.
A little size different there.
Yeah, well, what can I say? Cooper's a big kid.
Yeah.
That was why it was really impressive, too, as far as the hit by Caldwell, because Caldwell's not exactly a monster out there.
No.
And he was able to get a much bigger kid in Cooper Scott into the bench. But it was just, good leverage. I used to do that all the time when I was a freshman, I was still really small. I didn't grow till I was.
I can't imagine you ever being small.
It's funny because I was. When you look at like all my hockey and baseball team photos when I was like a little league and whatever. You know how they always have the smallest guy is standing in the middle holding the bat or whatever.
Yeah.
I was either him or the guy right next to him or whatever. And not only that, I was skin and bones too until I was about 10. Hard to believe, isn't it? And
you started eating that pasta, didn't you, Joe?
Well, actually, interestingly enough, I actually broke my arm twice when I was 10. And that's when I really started.
Got to put the weight on.
Yeah, because I didn't exercise for a long time.
Right.
Because it was a few months apart. Broke it and then broke it again. Broke it in August and then again in February.
That'll do it.
Yeah, but yeah. So then between like freshman and junior year, I went from being one of the littlest kids in the high school league in St. Louis to one of the biggest.
There you go.
So I was the one that did the hip checks that people would come after me thinking that he's small and I can run him over, and then I would just bend over and they would fly over me.
Yeah.
to the guy that people would run into and fall down.
Those are the days you could hip check with no problem.
Yep.
Now it's like,
yeah.
Be careful.
So we're down to about half a period left to go as the Jets dump it in. Back forward is Relo. He'll work up left wing. And he ran into Tristan Pryor. And
they're going to call interference.
Well,
Pryor's going to get an interference call.
The other thing was he did have the puck until just before he was hit.
Right.
But and Relo's a little slow in getting up. Yeah. That was he hit him hard enough that his helmet came partially off. So
yeah, I think I probably got the wind knocked out of him a little bit.
So he's being helped to the bench.
Is it? Oh, we're sorry.
Yeah, no.
Yeah.
So
I think I got his wind nicked out of him a little bit. He might have hurt his knee. He's kind of limping a little bit. Maybe he hurt his knee a little bit.
So the Jets are actually going to be down 2 men now because Krugel was already in the box. I didn't mention that.
Looks like he's walking up there.
And so 5-on-3 for another minute. And there's a shot, rebound, they score. Power play goal, 5-on-3 power play. As the original save was made by Bradshaw, but he left a pretty juicy rebound right in front.
Yeah.
And we'll take a look here. As 5-on-3, they send it across to that right point. He's going to send it on goal. And that he really needed to do a better job of handling that rebound, but he didn't. And it was loose in the crease. And it looks like that was Lamar Bargan who was able to swing a stick and get it. And so power play goal 6-2. There's still a power play for another minute 45. It's a 5-on-4 power play now for Mason City. So Cooper Scott got the assist, according to the PA guy anyway. Shots 22-11, or 22-12 now in favor of the Jets, who lead it 6-2. Power play for another minute 15. Nice play by Caldwell to pick the pocket of the Mohawk player and send it the length of the ice. Down to 60 seconds to go on the power play. Long right wing pass. This is Scott trying to work in. He had it poked away, and Caldwell again will clear it. Back forward is Lloyd. He works in on right wing, trying to make a move, and a good job to use his body to get it away with Smith. And now it's played, and hit the linesman, Bloom. And, the linesman was complaining, like, I'm here or whatever. The only thing about that is he needed to be out of the zone.
Right.
Shorthanded opportunity. And a trip. That could have very easily been called the trip on the goaltender.
Yeah.
As Cale Smith going for his,
that was Riggs.
That was
Riggs, but he was going for his second goal, too.
Yeah, also. In the meantime, Riggs again.
Oh, he's got a breakaway.
Shorthanded.
Shorthanded breakaway, yeah.
Trying to work in.
Nice defensive
and
play.
And a shot right on, and the save.
Right in his belly.
Yeah.
Goal, it went in. It went through his barn.
Wow.
It went in.
So, shorthanded goal.
I thought it was right in his belly.
I thought so, too. His body language seemed to mean I thought he had made the save. Well, you'll be able to see it.
I watched it.
So here's the shorthanded breakaway as he does do a good job. And let's see if we can take a look as he thought he had it clearly.
And then you see this,
but it just,
the linesman over here pointing in the back of the net. There it is.
So shorthanded goal. So a power play goal allowed at 5-on-3 and then a shorthanded goal at 5-on-4. And it's a 5-goal lead once again for the Jets.
He's still out. We got 8 seconds on the penalty. We're still short for 8 seconds.
Down to about 5 minutes to go in the game. So Jets at full strength. And this play, a delayed offsides, will get a whistle. As Pryor was knocked down, and then Pointland came in ahead of the play. neutral ice face-off. That was actually, Lemke who was checked. That really caused the offsides. Off the draw. Poulin got it out to center ice. Molstad after 40. She was beaten to the puck, though, by Redmond. Now it comes back in the zone, and a backhand shot by Byer, and he missed the net. Put that one high. And it's sent out to center ice. Wood back the other way, 2-on-2, trying to work in. And the shot by Lemke hit a leg, goes behind the net.
Oakley's beat Fremont 12-2.
For varsity?
Yeah.
Okay. Ooh, good job keeping that in by Redmond. And he tried to do a little toe drag to put it in. Ends up with a puck. Sharp angle shot.
They outshot him 39-9. They only had 2 goals in the third period. They're up 10-2 at that time.
Got an icing call against the Mohawks here. 4:08 to go. And regulation time. Jets on top 7-2.
And Clemenson, the leading scorer last year, only had 8 points of the 12. You think he's got an early lead?
I think so. Although, like I said, we've had quite a few blowouts in the game in the league today.
Right,
so
I just don't think anybody's going to touch him this year.
Doesn't look like it.
Points with Backley gone,
Yeah.
And I think all the other everybody else's top fivers 10 were gone, are pretty much gone. He's the only returner. Well, Stambaugh from the Capitals. He's back. So.
But somebody's got to take over. The goals have to come from somewhere.
Right.
Puck sent the length of the ice.
I think we're going to be a little bit more equally distributed this year.
As far as the Jets are concerned, I think that's absolutely true.
Yeah.
But remains to be seen who's going to be the studs on other teams.
Clemenson, Stambaugh, Soma. Want me to name anybody else?
But we'll see if anybody emerges.
Yeah, exactly. Now look at Backley from his sophomore year to junior year. You know what I mean?
That plays offside, so we get another whistle. 3:14 left to go, regulation time. So looks like it would be pretty close to on time for the varsity game, I would say.
Yeah, I would say so.
They'll come out and, I assume, warm up on the dirty ice.
Right.
Right
just
after
like
this
normal.
game.
Just like normal, yeah.
So down to about 3 minutes left to go. Jets in their own zone trying to work out to center. That eluded Lee. Goes down the ice. No icing, though. Back for it is Bouland. Now it comes loose in front. A shot. Rebound
Pryor.
And they score. So the Jets had a few opportunities there.
Yeah.
And get that magic 6th goal to get the clock running for the rest of this one once they get going.
Yeah, another running clock.
So Bouland there behind the net, he was checked. It was a pretty good play, actually, by Smith.
Right.
And then
another running clock in the JV division this year, right now.
Yeah, that's how we started off. That's how we started off last season, wasn't it?
I don't remember.
Yeah, I think we had like 3 or 4 games with.
Oh yeah, we did for the JVs in the JV division. Yeah, you're right.
So the first one, then the shot, and then the rebound for the goal itself. So 8-2 our score. We're down to 2.5 minutes left to go in regulation time.
Should be running clock the rest of the way.
Assuming they remember. Although, to their credit, first game of the year, it's easy to forget. But they're running it, so guess they remember.
Not forget.
I can say from experience, sometimes it's easy to forget.
Absolutely.
So clock is running, coming up on 2 minutes left to go. Jets win the draw. Bloom goes for a skate in the neutral zone, plays it ahead, and trying to walk in front, and a shot and a save by Foster on the shot by Woodworth. Rebound, loose in front for a minute, but the Mohawks break it up, and they'll come out actually with numbers.
Good defensive play there.
They had an opportunity to go 3-on-2, but unfortunately it was late on a shift, and one of their forwards decided to go to the bench. And that shot was going wide, but Bradshaw hung on to it, and as he should, gets a whistle. Every time you're winning and you got a running clock, you get as many whistles as you can. So we're down to 85 seconds left to go.
Looks like Arizona's took an early lead in the baseball game.
So for all the Royals fans out there, you got 2 teams in the World Series that each had 100 losses 2 years ago.
Yeah, exactly.
So 2 years from now, Royals.
You never know.
I wouldn't hold my breath. Oh, my goodness.
Wow. I'm just reading an article that Matthew Perry died at 54 after apparent drowning.
Yeah, that's of Friends fame, if you're wondering.
Right, Friends, yep.
Awfully young.
Yeah, he was, why am I drawing a blank on his name in Friends?
He was Chandler in Friends.
Chandler in Friends, yeah. Yeah. He's been dealing with demons, they say.
Yes, for a long time.
Yeah.
And interestingly, one of his first jobs that he had where he was relatively well known as an actor was on the show Growing Pains.
Yeah.
And he played a side character who ends up dying in a drunk driving accident.
Oh, God. Well, there you go.
And so dying before his time is something he unfortunately played and now has had happen to him. 10 seconds left to go in this one. Jets clear around near side. 5 seconds left. Poked away to the corner, and that's going to do it. A little hit at the end, but the Kansas City Jets able to come away with the 8-2 victory here over the Mohawks. So a pretty nice and decisive opening game victory for the JV squad.
Yeah, nice way to start the season. Now we got to come back tomorrow and not be cocky and be ready to go.
So absolutely. So the Jets score early and often. They scored about a minute into the game and also scored toward the very end of it. 8-2 the final score over the Mohawks. It's a little before 8 o'clock. 8:30 is the scheduled time for the varsity game. It'll probably be pretty close to that. We'll get on the air. So they're going to have a 10-minute warm-up. Then they're going to do an ice resurface. And sometime during that ice resurface, we'll probably come on so we can have a chance to do our coaches' conversation.
Okay.
So for those of you that want to watch the game, I'm guessing we're going to be on a little before that 8:30 scheduled time.
Yeah, I think so too. Yeah.
So be ready for that. Again, the final here, 8-2. Thanks for tuning in for the inaugural game here for this 2023-24 season for the Jets JV squad. They win at 8-2 over Mason City here on Jets Hockey on the Jets Hockey Network. Thanks for tuning in.
Support the puck. Do I have to tell you this? And we're getting killed on the board. This is your territory, Grimson. Do your job. Grimson. Hello? Hi, honey. What? Now? All right. The itsy bitsy spider climbed up the water spout. Down came the rain and washed the spider out. Out came the sun and dried up all the rain. And the itsy bitsy spider climbed up the spout again.
I love you, Daddy.
I love you too, sweetheart. Hey, it's my girl. You know, my daughter.
Love. Pass it on. A message from the Foundation for a Better Life.